like our first like real conversation. It was real natural and familiar.
Working at the Wayne County Sheriff's Office in the early days of the pandemic, Demari and Kelly had a whirlwind romance, a small wedding in April 2021, and soon after, a baby boy they named Kanan.
I just remember just trying to be the best husband, fiance, partner, whatever I could be, especially like during her pregnancy and stuff. So
a happy little family with so much to look forward to.
It was perfect to me, because just the feeling of coming home to my family was I don't know, it was kind of like magical.
But on March 23rd, Demari's world fell apart. The day started out routine. Kelly, along with the baby, took her mother to a doctor's appointment at Harper Hospital. She parked in the parking structure and waited. But Kelly never came to get her mom after the appointment.
I ended up calling her. She didn't answer, so I called her sister back to see if she had talked to her. And she said no, so I asked her sister, did she have her location?
The young father tracked down the car in the structure. Kelly and Kanan were inside with the doors locked.
I just banged on the window and I just was calling her name, but she wasn't responding.
Eventually, with help from others, Demari was able to break open a window.
I got him off the car seat and I held him and put him to my face. I always put his face on my face, but his face was cold and I'm trying to wake him up.
Medics and doctors did everything they could, but it was too late. Kelly and Kanan were gone. Investigators believe their deaths were accidental. Carbon monoxide believed to be the cause.
Eventually my mom had came and she went in there with her grandson and did what she usually do, and was just trying to talk to him like, Kanan, hey, his grandma. Like, hey, to try to wake him up. And he didn't. They didn't wake up.
While Demari tries to figure out how he will live without his family inside their Detroit home, constant reminders of their life together.
All his toys and his sound machine would come on at 10 o'clock after his bath. And I still turn on his baby monitor so I can hear him when he cried at night.
Mother and son will be laid to rest on Friday. If you would like to help financially, we'll put a link to their GoFundMe page on our website, fox2detroit.com.
Terrible tragedy, and it happened just feet away from a hospital. A mother and her 9-month-old baby are found dead in the hospital parking garage. The mother and her baby boy died from carbon monoxide poisoning and may have been caused by an unknown problem with their car.
It was just a stunning turn of events. This happened last week at Harper Hospital near I-75 and Mack in Midtown. Mara McDonald is there live tonight. Mara, the woman had just dropped off her mother for a doctor's appointment. Simple as that.
It's exactly, Devin. And she and her 9-month-old baby sat in their car in the parking garage here, windows up, car idling.
Kelly Canty and her sweet baby Kanan just waiting for her mom to finish up her appointment.
Not too long after that, probably like an hour and a half, her mother had called to see if I had talked to her because she had been calling her to tell her that she's ready.
Demari called her, so did other family, no answer, which wasn't unusual, but it started becoming that way when an hour passed and no call back.
In my mind, I just said, well, she probably still in the parking structure because there's no signal. So I went down to the hospital.
He walked through one of the structures, nothing, then went to the other and found the car.
It appeared at first that she was sleeping, so I just tapped on the window.
There was no response, so he started pounding to break the window. Other people in the structure heard the commotion and helped. Demari grabbed Kanan.
I touched my face on his face because that's what I always do. And I'm just rocking him, but his face is cold.
They tried CPR on Kanan and Kelly in the garage, ultimately getting both into the emergency room. But there was nothing to be done. Carbon monoxide poisoning.
So I went in the room with my wife, and I'm watching them work on her. And Yeah, it wasn't nothing they could do. They was already gone.
Back here alive. So how does this happen? Well, Kelly and Damari got a used car about a year ago that had some damage to the rear end. They thought it was just cosmetic. But if you look at the police report for what happened here, that shows that there was a real problem with this exhaust system, and that exhaust was essentially flowing into the center compartment of the car. You know, Kelly and Damari would have been celebrating their 1-year wedding anniversary this Friday. Instead, he is going to be laying his wife and his baby boy to rest. The family has started a GoFundMe account to help pay for those incredibly unexpected funeral expenses. If you are interested, we have all the information over there on clickondetroit.com.
Woods, pretty face, but I'm known for hitting good. Yeah. Got him like, too good. To the yard, he ain't never leave this pretty on God. Broke, too good. Real boss, nigga got the Woods, pretty face, but I'm known for hitting good. Yeah. Got him like, too good. To the yard, he ain't never leave this pretty on God. Broke, too good. Real boss, nigga got the good. Real boss,